So, what up, everybody? Wanted to make this quick video. Hopefully, it's a quick video, just to kind of explain my reasoning or my thoughts behind me starting this Second Prime strength page, YouTube, Instagram, whatever other social media shits it's on. I kept thinking about it and it's like, why do I want to start this or push some content? I mean, I've had, a fitness page in the past, I've had a YouTube channel, and, well, admittedly, I never really pushed it that hard or made a ton of videos. I did it for a little bit and just kind of left it alone. But it's like, why now, in my mid 40s, am I starting to make some content? And I really had to kind of just take a look, cliche, take a look at the man in the mirror and see what I was currently doing, how I was feeling, and what did I want moving forward. So I guess, well, a little background. I've always been an athlete. I started with martial arts when I was young, taekwondo and boxing, and I went on to fight as a mixed martial artist for years. I did personal training. I've been in and out the gym, mostly in, sometimes out, for probably the past 20 years. I've done group fitness. I've taught group kickboxing classes. I went back to school to become a physical therapist assistant. And I've been doing physical therapy for like the past 8 years. Currently, I work in home health physical therapy, which is I kind of dove into myself and my reasoning behind this. I think that had a big thing to do with it. So with home health, I see patients in their home for whatever reason, whatever diagnosis that is, and we do physical therapy in the home. So I get to see them in their own environment. They're more open in their own environment versus an outpatient setting. They're more talkative. They share more. I get to meet their family, their sons, their daughters, their grandkids, their great grandkids. I learn all about them. I've met some extremely interesting people over the years. I mean, Daytona 500 winners, people with over 1,000 parachute jumps. I've met people who raised and trained elephants and traveled the world with the circus, police officers, firefighters, AMTs, military. I've just met a plethora of interesting, exciting people. But when I look at them, obviously we're there for a reason, and they've all went downhill over the years. Now some, there's things that are out of their control. Certain diagnoses, cancer, accidents, things like that. But a majority of them, it seems, just over time, kind of stopped doing what they were doing. Now, I saw a picture of myself from a couple years ago on vacation, having a great time. And I saw that picture and I knew I wasn't in the best shape that I've ever been in. I certainly wasn't 25, 27 anymore. But holy shit, I look like a fat slob. And I thought to myself, if I continue on that path, how am I going to be in 15 years from now? How am I going to be in 20, 30 years from now? I don't have grandkids yet, but I do plan, hopefully one day having some. And I want to be the cool pawpaw. I want to take them hiking and fishing and go to the beach and be at all their games and shit like that. And I see with my patients a lot of times that there's just kind of a slow decline where you stop doing your normal stuff. So that picture was kind of an eye-opening thing that made me decide I don't want that. My main goal now is longevity. I want to live a healthy, meaningful, active life for as long as I can. So I thought to myself again, well, you're not 25, which is true. I'll never probably be in the athletic shape that I was at 25, but at the age I am now, I'm probably 25-fold more knowledgeable. So if I can take that knowledge and I can make an actionable plan for myself based on overall longevity, what will my life look like in the next 15 to 20 years? So that was kind of the whole purpose personally behind the Second Prime Strength. Well, after that kind of took place in my mind and I started making some changes, me and my wife together, we both kind of were on the same page with everything. Then I got to thinking, well, meaningful also means helping other people. So if I can take this actionable plan and put it forth for myself, maybe that same plan could help somebody else along the way. So what was the best way for me to reach other people along the way? Why not start making some content? So that's where the pages are coming from. And I'm not selling shit. I don't have a 60-day plan for $10.99. I don't have a get ripped in 6 months. I don't have none of that. I don't have a nutritional plan to sell you. I don't have any supplements. And who knows? Maybe years down the line I will. And if that time ever happens, you'll be the first to know. But right now, I'm really just documenting my journey and hopefully along the way providing some insight, some helpful tips, some motivation, whatever it is to somebody out there. If it's you, great. If it's not, there's a lot of people on Instagram and Facebook. Hopefully you can find whatever it is that motivates you. I know personally, I get on there every morning and I scroll and I follow a bunch of people who get my ass up out of bed and moving. Anyway, I digress. But like I said, I wanted just to make a short video. It's actually went a little longer than I expected. But I kind of wanted to let you guys know where I'm coming from and what this page is about. So, if you like it, follow along, comment, share. Let's build, let's get better into our 50s and our 60s and our 70s together, because that time goes quick. I see it every day with people. 40 to 45 goes quick. 45 to 50 goes quicker. 50, 60, 70, 80. Don't be the person on the couch that can't get up and move around. That's not what any of us want. So, if you're interested, reach out. Let's comment. Let's build a community. Like-minded people, men, women, younger, older. It doesn't matter to me. Just know that your best days aren't always behind you. Most of the time, your best days are in front of you, as long as you're willing to stick to something structured and put in the time and effort. So, that's all I have to say. It went longer than expected. Sorry, but this is your Second Prime. Don't forget that, and let's get to it.